Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim Classic. Back again to do another trip. This time, back again in a HST in the first Great Western livery, that's easy to say, where we are here at Plymouth. Going to be taking a run down through the Western Mainlines Cornwall extension from Plymouth down to Penzance, a journey that I did fairly recently, although from Swindon. So yes, a stopping service, lots of stops along the way. We'll go through those in a second. We'll open the doors first so people can at least get on. If you're watching this on YouTube, hello, how you doing? This going out on a Saturday. I actually know when it's going out. There's other things on other days, sometimes just normally on a Wednesday. There'll be links in the description below to where you can get this route. There'll be a link down there to where you can watch me live on the Twitchy 6 days of the week doing all sorts of things, and one to the Discord server as well. Good morning just to Ethan, Larwood and Terry. Something obviously going on there because we've got a Stevie and Ethy. That's not going to stick at all. And then Woody, which made me instantly think of Toy Story. So yes, this is where we are. It's a train. We're stopping at some places which are Devonport, Saltash, St Germans, Liskeard, Bodmin Parkway, Lostwithiel, Parr, St Austell, Truro, Redruth, Camborne, good thing it's not a Wednesday, Hale, St Erth, and finally Penzance. We have got an inside view in first class, don't you know? Laptops and mobiles, mobile phones only. We've got a coffee there. Right, let's get the thing going, shall we? We seem to be in a HST. We are. Making our way out on this lovely clear autumnal morning towards Devonport being first. Who knows there's a port, but that's where we're going. So yeah, back in Train Sim Classic. I've been in this for a long time. It's got to be a couple of months since I last did anything in Train Sim Classic. It is kind of nice to be back. I'm guessing that was an old bridge then. Where did that go? Obviously that way. So it must have been a spur off of here going down there to somewhere. Cool bridge alert. Cool bridge coming up. Yes, went over it. The Tamar Bridge went over that a week ago, in fact, as when I'm streaming this. I still have nuclear water. Yeah, I've never sorted that out. It needs a complete uninstall and reinstall for me to sort my nuclear water out. So that's never going to happen because me. No one's got time for that. Yes, I know already I'm going too slow, which means on the first stop, which is only like 2 miles away from where we started, I'm going to be late. Sets a precedence then for the rest of the journey, I think. Go faster. Not saying it. Not saying it. I'm going faster. There is fasteriness happening. But I've also got to be doing the stopping thing soon as well. Just around this corner. Bit of an inconvenient place to put a platform, because you can't see it. It's tucked around the corner. I see it. I see you. Oh, it's a slightly staggered platform. Bing. We're not all going to fit on there, surely. We seem longer than the platform. So only the people in the first couple of carriages will actually be able to get off here. Yep, we're already 2 minutes late. Oh, I pressed tab. Too much time in Train Sim World. That's fine. Some of the carriages are on the platform. We're okay. It'll be fine. Where's next? Saltash next, then St Germans. So over the bridgey thing we go. Right, doors are closed. Saltash next. Even in Train Sim Classic, this thing sounds quite good. When we arrived in Penzance last week, we arrived on an IET and there was a HST parked on the next platform. Got a picture, posted it in the Discord for anyone in Discord. Look back in the train section. It's going to be a real shame when all of these finally leave service. But they are still running down there on this journey between Plymouth and Penzance. Because the electrocution hasn't arrived down there. Electricity hasn't quite reached Cornwall. So we're not stopping at this one. We don't care about these passengers. Like, no, you don't deserve a service. Start looking at a watch going, there's a train there. Why is it not stopping here? Oh, speeding. Some speeding's happening. Ignore the speeding. It's fine. Alright, we have a 40 limit, then a 15 limit, which is quite slow in compared to the 50. Another platform here. We don't care about these passengers either. No, we don't care about you. We only care about the people wanting to go to Saltash and beyond. We will be stopping at Camborne because it's not Wednesday. Unless it is Wednesday when you're watching this, then we'll still be stopping at Camborne. Well, here's a bridge. It's not the bridge, but it's a bridge. You can tell that by the fact that it's a bridge. In its bridginess. So 40 limit approaching. So we'll do 36 because that's less than 40. That'll do. So around the corner, will we see a bridge? That was a noise. Nothing to worry about. Train's fine. Another platform where we don't really care about the passengers. Yeah, we're not stopping here either. I'm going quite slow now. Well, again, we have a bridge, not the one we're waiting for, but it's bridgy. Another line down there as well. So this used to be double track, but isn't anymore. Someone's stolen one. There was 2 tracks here yesterday, I'm sure. People have been along overnight and stolen the track. This line has some bridges. There are bridges. But this is the best one, I think. The one we are approaching now at speed. It is. Cool bridge alert, as Larwood said. That's definitely a bridge. It was actually quite cool going over it. It's a shame when you're on it you can't see it. It was one of those situations. I'm not sure if it's as dramatic as the 4th rail bridge, but it is quite cool. Quite bridgy in its bridginess. Yeah, only single track as well. If you was to look up bridge, this would be right up there. Definition of a bridge. It's like if you look up the word idiot in a dictionary with pictures. A Pictionary. No, there's a picture of Ethan. Right, we are now arriving at Saltash. A few minutes late. But it's, actually, no, we're only about a minute late. That's not bad. We gained some time. And did you realise that the word gullible doesn't appear in the English dictionary? Fun fact. So that's rating to go, which means we need to put all the way down. Where we're not actually going to clear the... So we haven't cleared the signal, so that train still can't go until we've unloaded and reloaded passengers, because we're too long to fit on the platform and clear the signal. That was well planned. Should have used a shorter train. You're going to need a bigger boat. Yeah. So we're a tad long. I've still got radioactive water. I don't know why. How's first class doing? Oh, still quite nice in here. Ignore the fact that there's no back of the train. Right, St Germans. Off we go. Right, onwards. Oh, we got a 70 limit now. Power. So it's not really a high speed line when you get down here. So no real opportunities for it to stretch its legs, as it were.
Oh, yeah.
5_second_solver. Thanks very much for the follow. That's a name. Speeding. Not speeding anymore. Right, a bit more power. Yeah, we're definitely long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carriages. Hang on, I mean there's more than one person out there called Ethan. That can't be right. No, I'm sorry, that's not allowed. Well, that was a bit bumpy. So yeah, St Germans is next, then Liskeard, which is way over there. Bodmin Parkway, Lostwithiel, Parr, St Austell, Truro, Redruth, Camborne, Hale, St Erth, Penzance. And he said St Ives. Lots of stops, many of the stops. Which does make you wonder why they put a HST on this, but I suppose it's because of the length. Many of the carriages to sort of hold many of the many of the trains? No, many of the passengers, things, the people type persons in the, in the carriages. The people like these people. Tunnel. That's definitely quite tunnely. Peoples, yeah. That's what I said. Peoples. You've got to be careful nowadays. You can't, can't assume anything. People might not identify as people anymore. Today, I identify as a Care Bear. Any axe murderers on board? Doesn't look like it. Don't know what she's looking at. Right, we'll shortly be arriving at St Germans. St Germans is the next station stop. That was a noise. Braking. Some braking. So we're due in at St Germans at 7:21. Our ETA is 7:21. That can't be right. We can't be on time. That's just not allowed. Bing. There's a station before that bridge or after that bridge? I did see a bridge. There's bridge. Definitely bridgy is the theme. After the bridge. Being that that's the bridge. I wonder if that's troubled water we're going over. Oh, I see a train. Sponsored by, this stream brought to you by Bridges. A train going rather slowly. Well, again, not all of the train is going to fit on the platform, but we care less about the people sat all the way down the back. As long as some of the people can get off, we're fine. We're about the majority, not the minority. Yeah, look, that's a little bit of a way. Bloody hell. Okay, not even half the train managed to fit on the platform. Oops. Well, it's not my fault. It put me in this train. There's not a lot I can do about it. Oh, hang on. No. No. I can't grab my horn. Oh, it's a pull down. Okay. We got a red light on over here. Should I be concerned about that? That's AWS. Yeah, we'll ignore that. And we got a white light on over here. It says train supply. We're okay. Right, Liskeard. In 8 and a bit of the miles. So these do sound good, but I was actually impressed by the sound that the IET makes when it's on diesel. It does actually sound quite nice. We found out it was using MTU engines. That's probably why it sounds so nice, but with what I can only imagine is quite a large turbo on it. So we passed one train going the other way. So we might pass another one sort of Bodmin way, depending how frequent the service is. So long since I've played this, I forgot how to turn the user interface off. It's like, no, it's not F1, that's in Train Sim World. Get used to everything being back down the bottom again. Alright, flat out, slightly uphill. And 7 miles to Liskeard. You can actually see from that long bend why it's not a really high-speed line. It's quite twisty and turny. Obviously the line was built before high-speed trains. I almost hope they never do electrify this, because it just makes the thing look so flippin' ugly. Or, you know, third rail it instead of putting overheads in. It's like the Highlands of Scotland. That'll never be electrified because it's just too remote. Oh, speeding. Oh, so no more third rail. Okay, so diesel it is then. Yeah, you couldn't run a battery one down here, could you? Be like, someone forgot to plug it in, or someone switched the plug off and they wanted to charge their phone, and the train didn't get charged. Right, 60 limit. Making our way to Liskeard. It's got nice in first class. So we started at Plymouth, making our way all the way down to Penzance. So once we get to St Austell, that's the bit that's in Train Sim World. So we wanted to do a bit of a comparison between the two. Again, you can see why they did the Penzance bit, but just really wish they'd gone as far as Plymouth. But that would have been a 2-hour run. Yeah, you can definitely see why this isn't a rapid route. Quite turny and bridgy and turny. Sounds like some sort of comedy double act. Didn't feel that twisty when we were on it. I suppose modern trains and all that, you don't necessarily feel the motion. A couple of times you felt as though you were going through a couple of twisty bits. And definitely quite uphill as well. Right, 2 and a bit miles to Liskeard, making our way down south. I don't know why I never use Track IR in Train Sim World, yet I use it in Train Sim Classic. Hi, Taken. Is it morning? Oh, it's afternoon now. Half of Saturday is gone. A quarter of the weekend is done. One and a bit miles. Platform is now on the little mappy movie liney thing. Train. Now that was the train. In case you didn't know what it was, that was definitely a train. I think a number 166. Because they've got numbers and everything. Oh, ping. It was definitely an and train. Tonight, by the way, back with some Wreckfest about 6 p.m. Tomorrow lunchtime, back on the farm doing the farmy type thing. And then Tuesday, back with Train Sim World 4. Where I'm finally going to do the East Coast Mainline that I was going to do a few weeks ago. Alright, slowlying into Liskeard. It's definitely quite bendy. messier platform. Where again, I think we're going to be too long for the platform. It's the only platform we're actually going to fit on for this whole thing, or maybe Truro, and certainly Plymouth and Penzance. Right, that's not bad. Okay, a bit of a step down for that first carriage. Well, actually, no, this would have fitted on. If I'd have pulled back a little bit more, we'd have actually got the whole train on. Look at that. Door at the very front of the train won't open because of the incompetence of the driver. He wasn't sure if his train would fit. Turns out, it did. We actually arrived early. We did. We arrived early. Considering I was dawdling along. Still looking out the window. He's going to get a crick neck. I am usually using a little one. I am used to a little one. Also used to having switches where you can actually switch them and not switches that are just there for show. I like Train Sim Classic. And, you know, I always used to say that if I had to do one sim and one sim only, it would be Train Sim Classic. After spending a long time away from it, I'm liking the audio. I like the fact that we can do these longer routes. It's just graphically now, it just seems to be lacking compared to Train Sim World, because you just get so used to the sharpness of Train Sim World. I almost think this sounds better than the Train Sim World version of the HST. Right, nearly done with the loading at Liskeard. Right, Bodmin Parkway. Yeah, not really great for the environment, all that smoke. I think the IETs are certainly quicker at getting up to speed than these. But, you know, it's a 50-year-old engine, this thing. And the fact they're still in service, and the fact that a lot of the ones from the UK are shipped out to South America to run or continue running, it shows the robustness of the design. So, Bodmin Parkway, Lostwithiel, St Austell, that's where the Train Sim World route starts. Then Truro, Redruth, Camborne, Hale, St Erth, Penzance, 60 miles away. Which is still going to take us another hour and a half to do 60 miles. Means our average speed is going to drop dramatically down to like 45 miles an hour. Okay. It's definitely quite a hilly route as well. So got to keep your eye on the speed. Must be going down. Oh god, no, speeding. Oh, that's warning me of the upcoming speed limit change down to a 40. So we've seen, what, 2 trains go the other way so far, a HST and a 166. I don't know how many more we'll see. I'm going to try and stay off the throttle. 2 twains. Twains times 2. Oh god, don't tell Ethan there's a caravan park there if you want it to stay there on holiday. Right next to the main line. I'm surprised you haven't been looking at those places, because you can, there's places where you can stay in railway carriages, aren't there, that have been converted to like B&Bs and stuff. I'm surprised Ethan hasn't already lined up like 34 of those. I've seen the odd one that's like an old bus that's parked up that you can rent. Right, 40 limit. Truro. I'd love to go to Truro. That is on my wish list, because obviously doing Roy Bridge up there would be quite cool as well. I can see why that was a 40. Blimey. Even that was too quick, I think. Well, a video I watched this morning from Let's Make a Trip was doing the bus from Fort William to Oban. God, that's a stunning bit of scenery. Bridge. It's definitely quite bridgy. So 4 and a bit miles to Bodmin Parkway, making our way down towards Penzance. due there at 7:47. Our current ETA is 7:46. We're actually running ahead of time. Hence why I'm not rushing to stick to the speed limit. So back to a 60 again. Yeah, you can now see why it's going to take a while. Because our average speed isn't going to be that high. Train! Yep, that was definitely a train. So that's 3 we've seen. So he's downhill to Bodmin Parkway. Well, yeah, it's because obviously the age of the track, and it's quite undulaty. So they're not really doing high speeds, which is why it takes so long to cover such a short distance. A bit like driving in Cornwall. Shall we count the trains? How many trains can you see? There'll be a quiz at the end. 1. Well, yeah, currently, yes. Okay, how many trains have you seen? There's always 1 in there. Three. No, wrong. Four, question mark. Well, yes, because this is 1 and we've seen another 3. That's 4. Well, technically we saw that unit without a thing on crossing the bridge. 5, yeah. I don't think there were any at Plymouth that I could see. Oh no, Ethan's the sort that just sits there and hopefully doesn't get asked a question. He just tries to keep his head down and keep out of the way. He's never there anyway. He's only there about 20 minutes a week. Right, slowlying down into Bodmin Parkway. Braking. More braking. Well, yeah, I've got to put up with him next Saturday on trains. It's like the Duracell bunny where you just put new batteries in him. Hey, that's not a bad stop. We have arrived at Bodmin Parkway. So, Lostwithiel, Par, St Austell, Truro, Redruth, Camborne, Hale, St Erth, Penzance. Alight here for bus services to Bodmin, Weybridge and Padstow, and for Bodmin and Wenford Railway. I do like Padstow. Padstow is a bit like Brixham for me. Little fishing village, nice chip shops. Very commercialised now though. Rick Stein seems to own most of it. Hasn't quite done that with Brixham. I was quite surprised by how busy St Ives was last Saturday. It was very touristy. Oh yeah, expensive fish and chips as well. You know, no longer the old, you know, old family-run proper fish and chip shop. No, it'd be Rick Stein's where you pay like £38.50 for cod and chips. Yeah, I like Dartmouth. Totnes is quite nice. I don't know if that's been commercialised as well. Right, Lostwithiel. Onwards, 3 and a bit miles due there at 7:53. Our ETA is currently 7:53. We're actually on time. This can't be right. .65 limit. I'm flat out. Can't go any quicker. Slightly downhill, which is giving us a bit of a boost. A little bit of coasting, save some diesel. So I can imagine filling one of these things up isn't cheap. I think this is one of those things where it's almost gallons to the mile, not miles to the gallon. You know, it's got two, I can't remember how big the engines were. They were quite large, 1500 horsepower diesel engines. So yeah. Imagine it holds a lot of fuel. Right, Lostwithiel is next. And if we get that direction we saw to Penzance at like 60 miles, well that was in a straight line. We're doing a lot of zigzagging. So I was thinking, how the hell is it going to take us an hour and a half to do 60 miles? But the fact that we're zigzagging our way around Cornwall, that's why. don't think I've ever been to Lostwithiel. Can't remember it. Four tracks here. Obviously a busy bit of the line. That's just used for sidings, maybe. Right, in we come to Lostwithiel. Palm trees, think are in Torquay. I want a bad bit of stopping either. Oh, no, wrong one. That one. Is the back of the train on? Yeah, ignore that. It was never going to fit. So yeah, we pretty much arrived on time. 5 seconds late. I'd call that on time. Give or take. Right, Par is next. So Par, and then it's St Austell, so which is where the Train Sim World 4 version of this run starts. So how many miles have we got? 48 miles. Penzance is all the way over there now. So yeah, flat out, we're not even going to hit the speed limit. Well, actually, we might do, because it's quite an incline. And now through a little bit of a tunnel. So they put a tunnel in the last little bit at the top of the hill. back down the other side again. Down to par. Right, 55, slow it down. Been a little while since I've seen another train. We might see something down this way. Yeah, not a lot going on in Par. Hey, now that's not a bad bit of stopping. Okay, that door didn't open, but apart from that, it's not a bad bit of stopping. And all of the train on the platform, apart from that first door. So it's more used for people going to Newquay or change here. Turn up in jeans and t-shirt, leave in a bikini. Oh, is that why it's frosted over? See, there you go. You're not as stupid as you look. We've actually arrived in a reasonable amount of time as well. He doesn't hide it well. He is that stupid. Tonight we're back with some Wreckfest just after 6. Tomorrow back on the farm about 11:30. And then Tuesday night, Train Sim World 4 on the East Coast Main Line. Wednesday, maybe the Roblox theme park thing. Thursday, farming. Friday is Forza. Nothing next Saturday. Out and about on trains. But then we'll be here on the Sunday evening for farming. Right, St Austell, 4.5 miles. So St Austell at 8:09, and we're not due into Penzance till 9:11. So we've still got another hour and 10 minutes to go. And considering Penzance is 44 miles away, that means, yeah, we haven't got a very quick average speed between now and then. There weren't trolleys when this thing was running. It was a buffet car, which personally I think's better. But obviously they must make more money from the trolleys now. You don't see that many people buying from them. Obviously, it's one of those situations where if the train's completely empty, they're not going to make much money. When the train's completely full, they can't get through anyway, so they're not going to make any money. When the train's reasonably busy but you can still get through, not that many people buy stuff from the trolley. Yeah, well, last Saturday we bought, bottles of drink and a multi-pack of crisps and some chocolate bars, and that was us. Well, I bought, multi-packs of crisps and chocolate bars. Yeah. Not one of them offered to carry the rucksack. Oh no, Steve, I'll carry this for a while. No. Right, 1.8 miles to St Austell. So St Austell's the starting point of this route in Train Sim World 4. Because it's then about an hour down to Penzance. Yeah, you can definitely see why it's not a very high speed. It's very twisty. Right, in St Austell we come. And stop. You won't look at the back of the train. Some of it's on the platform, that's all that matters. It doesn't all have to be on there. Well, yeah, it's held us here now because we're early. This can't be right. I need to get back into Train Sim world. I can't be doing this and being early all the time. Considering we're due now, I suppose it's got to give passengers a chance to get on and off. I wonder if we'll pass another train coming the other way. I didn't mind this livery. I really like the current GWR livery. I think it looks so smart. It's probably one of the smartest liveries out there, actually. Come on, passengers. Hurry up and get on the thing. Yeah, the 166 looks really smart in the GWR livery. As long as I end up on a 166 at some point next weekend, I'll be happy. So whenever I go to London, I've got to go on the DLR. I do like the DLR. Right, 65 limit. Slightly uphill. 13 miles to Truro. God, I've got memories to doing this in a flipping pacer. Still don't know how I managed to do that. 8 and a bit hours. There are more people chatting in chat. That makes it easier. Right, downhill now. definitely a bit lacking in trains. I know it's not a frequent service down here, but when we were down in St Erth, you know, there's a few trains coming and going. And Penzance was fairly busy. So I'd have thought we'd have seen more than, what, 3 other trains. Right, we're running on the brakes now. We're going downhill. Trying not to speed. Due into Truro 826, my ETA 825. Yeah, I think summertime there are more of a frequent service. Certainly from Plymouth. It was almost a shame last weekend that we only had a few hours down there. I was just starting to get into sort of almost holiday mode. Just wandering around St Ives, but I'll wander around Penzance. I'm like, I could quite happily have stayed down here for a week. But it was, no, back on the train, back home. And you forget with places like that a lot of people still use the train to go on holiday. So they'll get the train to the nearest railway station, get a taxi or whatever to the holiday camp they're staying in, and then rely on buses and stuff to get around for the week, and then get the train back home again. You expect to see people with lots of bags on, like Gatwick Express and trains to Heathrow and stuff, but you forget on lines that are going to holiday destinations that people will also be going on holiday. Well, yeah, you know, was it one of the Butlins camps? Was it Filey? Could be one of those. You know, at pretty much the train station at the camp. And Saturdays there'd be loads of services coming and going, dropping people off and picking people up, and so you'd get the train literally to where you're going on holiday. Yeah, well, we used to, no, I'll not say go by train, but we used to holiday at Pontins when I was a kid. That would be either Brixham, so Wall Park, or Breen Sands. Yeah, the place we ever used to go by train. I used to get the train to London with my dad to go and see his mum and his brothers, or we'd get the train to Weston-super-Mare. Or if we're going for a day to Weston, we get the train. So I do remember getting the train to Weymouth once and getting off at the ferry place. So the train through the streets, which we walked along the other week, but it's all been like paved over and cobbled over now. Yeah, we used to do the overnight trip down to Cornwall. We used to go camping. I used to go with family from Birmingham, so I'd leave here at like 11 o'clock on a Friday night, drive to Birmingham, get there at like midnight, load up the car, leave at like 1:30, drive back down to Cornwall, hopefully arrive on the beach. The place we used to stay, sort of, I think the car park was on the beach, just off the beach. So we'd get there like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, and the earliest they'd let you onto the site to set up your tent was like 8 a.m. So we'd arrive, pitch the tent, and then try and get a couple of hours kip, because the kids had slept all the way down, so they were full of energy. Adults that had driven were completely knackered because you'd been up all night. So it would be a couple of hours kip and away you go. Definitely all downhill to Truro. Well, yeah, I've been looking at places to go away later in the year, and yeah, you can't check in till 4 p.m. But we went away down to Paul. I paid for the early check-in. It was like 45 quid to be able to check in like 3 hours earlier, which is a lot of money, but it did mean that you can check in and you've got the rest of the afternoon and evening, rather than other than that you're just hanging around. So you can check in at like 4 and you've got to be out by 10 on the day you depart. So you only really get, 6 days of your holiday. You don't get a whole week. Right, slightly uphill again, making our way down to Truro. I don't know why they put these on this route, whether it is just passenger capacity, because it's not really like getting a chance to work hard, but I suppose there's nothing else that's diesel powered that's going to be able to have this many carriages. Unless you couple a load of 150s together. Yeah, I suppose when this is set, this was doing the run straight back to London. Slightly speeding. Definitely a relaxed route. Right, 65 limit here, 30 limit down the bottom of the hill before we then enter Truro station. Speeding. Right, and down into Truro we come. With Le Cathedral. And no other train coming the other way yet. So we've only seen 3. There's got to be something again soon, surely. Oh, I actually hear something. Oh, there we go. Another train. Or it's going back to Plymouth. Right, we'll be going to Plymouth, even if it's going to London. What are the lorry numbers for tonight? I'm not telling you. I woke up this morning at like 1 o'clock for a pee, as you do. Made a stupid mistake of looking at my phone. And realised I had an email from the National Lottery saying, great news about your ticket. I thought, ooh. Tried to log in, and no, the site goes down for maintenance overnight. So you can't really log in to about 6 o'clock. Went for a pee, got back into bed. And then was like laying there thinking, what would I do if I won the lottery? Couldn't get back to sleep again for an hour. Woke up at 5. Thought, oh, I'll get up soon. It's 5. Obviously fell back to sleep again. Woke up just after 7. And was all behind then, because I'm normally in Tesco's at that time. No, I won £3. But, you know, £3 I didn't have. So, yes, I should use that to do the lottery for tonight. Definitely allowing a lot of people time to get on at these services, aren't they? So we're at Truro now. So we've got Redruth, Camborne, Hale, St Erth, Penzance on the final stretch, and we are still on time. He's still looking out the window. He's still sat looking like she's just about to fart but doesn't really want to. And I don't know what she's doing. Come on, people of Truro, get on the train. Right, done. Redruth. Right, I was hoping we'd not get to 30 by the time before it changed to a 60. Alright, 8 miles to Redruth. I want to go down there. Where does that go? One else has to branch down to Falmouth, maybe? That's definitely a bit hilly. He's playing Train Sim World 4. Of course he's playing Train Sim World 4. That's all he ever does. Well, you didn't answer. You should have been paying attention. You don't have to go. It's quite simple. If it's too much of a pain in your life. Well, there's a spur off as you came out of Redruth. Was that the line that goes down to Falmouth? That was my question. So he's listening and not watching. Sorry, yes, Truro. We're on the way to Redruth. How many miles we got to go? Where are you, Penzance? Over there now. 23 miles in that direction. We're getting closer. Good thing, really, because we're getting further away. I'd be worried. Definitely bendy and bridgy are the theme for this route. Don't know why I've started whistling at those. I never normally do that. I normally just ignore them. So we're due at Redruth at 8:39, our ETA is 8:38. We're actually early again. This is just a lot of like time built into this timetable. Oh, speeding. I really like Cornwall. So going down there last weekend, it's over 10 years I think since I was last there. It did make me want to go back. The only pain with Cornwall is the drive to get there. That's why I like the south coast now. Sort of Bournemouth, Poole, sort of that bit, because you're talking like 2 hours maximum. You can get to like Torquay and Penzance in about 2.5 hours from here. Alright, so you've seen 4 other trains coming the other way. Will there be another? A couple of times when I was young, we went to Weston-super-Mare for a week. That's a depressing week away. It's like we're an hour from home. You know, on a good run, I can get from my house to the seafront of Weston-super-Mare in an hour. And that's, you go away on holiday. I've done it. I used to go there for chips after work. Summer's evenings, finish work at 6. A couple of us are on motorbikes. And used to be like, what are you doing tonight? Oh, nothing really. Fancy chips? So finish work at 6. Just after 7, you'd be on the seafront in Weston. Bag of chips, stroll along the beach. Back on the bike at like 8. You're home like 9:30. Is that an air horn? I think they are air-powered horns, yes. Every summer I do go through that pang of missing having a motorbike. Right, Redruth in 1 and a bit miles. Yeah, we don't have the stupid bell that the Americans do. Right. Redruth approaches. Well, he doesn't approach. We approach it. Yeah, I rode bikes over winters for about 7 years. That's not fun. Yeah, we're actually on... Well, we're early. Well, it's only because it's holding me at each station. I mean, I'm a little bit early. I'm not exactly rushing. I'm not even doing the speed limit. Oh, the rear's still in the tunnel. Can't get a view of my rear. There we go. But like Dorset said last night, without a mirror. So Redruth, Camborne, Hale, St Erth, Penzance. We are definitely getting there. If we weren't, they'll be going in the wrong direction. Then I'm going for a lay down. Something like that. I definitely give people plenty of time to get on and off here. Right, Camborne. It's 3.5 miles. I tried to find that joke when we were approaching Camborne last Saturday. I tried to find it to play it to Ethan so that he could understand the whole Train Don't Stop Camborne Wednesdays, but couldn't actually find it on the YouTubes. There was some clips that referred to it, but he never actually did it in the clip. Last time I actually wore a tie. I think the first day I started at the job I'm in now, I wore a tie. Got to about an hour in, I took it off. I think that was the last time I wore a tie. Actually, Mum's funeral. Yeah, 3 and a bit years ago. Bing. Right, 2 miles to go. We got a 70 coming up just before what is probably going to be the station. Another caravan park near railway line. Don't tell Ethan. That's when I stayed in at Weston-super-Mare once, that backed onto the railway line. I think I was camping, and you did sort of get used to the trains after a while, but they certainly woke you up early in the morning. And when back then I used to wake up with a hangover, it's not the most pleasant way of waking up. A train rumbling past about 10 feet from your head. Right, 1 mile to go to Camborne. And it's Hale, St Erth and Penzance. I see a station. Yeah, we're actually early again. So it's going to hold us again. Hey, that's not bad. Is the whole thing... Ah, all apart from the last door. Hey, that's pretty good going then. You can live with that. And once again, it holds us at this place. Why are we early? I don't like this. And yes, while we wait for people to board or disembark, do you disembark a train? Just get off. And disembark a boat. You have embarkation points. Yeah, bugger off. It's definitely been a very relaxed journey. It's not like I've been, you know, speeding or anything. It's just been a very slow trundle down through Cornwall. And I know holding time at stations keeps you to timetable. We had that last Saturday. We had to sit for like, warn say, oh yeah, we got to sit here because we're running early, and like a minute later we were gone. But did you really need to announce that for, you know, a minute? Right, a 70 limit. And go for it. Yeah, we're due at Hale at 8:55 and 15. Is all I've done is accelerated away from the station, and we're going to arrive early. So to give us that glimmer of hope by going, there's a 70 limit. Actually, no, the half mile down the road is going to be 60. And there's going to be 50 again. Yeah, the poor trains that run up and down here will never do 125 again. They're just idling all their time, pretty much. Right, 50 limit. Still can't believe I did this in the bloody pacer. By this point, I think I just wanted to get it done. Like, will it never end? Well, this is, you know, about the 8-hour point I was here. That's quite bendy. Right, 65 limit. Go. And that was that. Off the power. There we go, back down to a 60 again. So yes, Hale, St Erth, Penzance, 9 miles away. I was quite impressed with St Erth, how realistic it looked compared to how we see it in Train Sim World 4. It's been a long time since I've been down to St Erth in Train Sim Classic, so they even had the, you know, the height difference between the platform going to St Ives and the main platform. You know, just a couple of little steps down to get between the two. It's definitely really, really bendy. And braking into Hale. Oh, zooming. Into Hale we come. Okay, did any of the doors open? Oh yeah, one down there. Like, any of the doors actually opening here? Yeah, we arrived early again. 2 stops to go. Nightbot didn't like that, Louis. Doesn't like more than 4 of anything. I don't know why I said it at 4. But he doesn't like more than 4 of anything. Right, St Erth. Oh. Right, penultimate stop then. DIY warehouse. It was 3 too many. Hi Don. Oh, now we get a 75 limit. We've only got a mile and a bit to go. Typical. Well, we'll see what we can do. Hi, Rich T. Yeah, it's not Irish voice, it's Irish writing. Not a fiddle-dee-dee in sight. Well, at this rate, we won't be. So yeah, the line runs off down there to St Ives. Yeah, they haven't got the height difference in here. It's all one level. Boo hiss. The walkway looks right though. Bridge thing, yeah, the bridge. Yes, I was there last Saturday. Oh, excellent, CN. Have you posted it in the Discord? Ethan needs to watch that to finally understand the train don't stop Camborne Wednesdays. That's me. Yeah, a few more doors open this time. Of people use it to change to go down to St Ives. 7 cats, kittens, wives and elephants and all that. And then on to our final stop.
Oh, yeah.
Spur. Thanks so much for the follow. A lot of E's in there. Yeah, not quite, Ethan. And hi. What were we on? Was it 158? No, I think we were on a 158 last Saturday. Oh, no, it was a train. 150. It was close. It's, you know, someone's nicked the 8, replaced it with an O. Right, final stop then. Penzance. Well, it's the Cornish main line, and the main line extension is the bit that allowed me to do Paddington to Penzance. All 3 bits of it stitched together. But obviously, we've already done Plymouth to Penzance. The final run. Rev it up. I can't go any faster. We're flat out. This is it. This is all it's got. Five. Oh yeah, these things just come into a platform. It was proper noisy. Oh, we're finally going to hit 75 for the first time on the whole trip down. Two. Yay, it's fastest we've been, all the way from Plymouth. No, it's just this one journey today. It's been 2 hours. I need to go and have a cry in a dark room because I'm back again in 4 hours' time. Right, slowing down to a 50. Train! That was definitely a train. No, Wreckfest tonight. In multiplayer. That was 6, wasn't it? There's St Michael's Mount. Over there. No, next trains is Tuesday. Trains in World 4. Tuesday night on the East Coast Main Line. I'll duck under the bridge, don't want to hit my head. So yes, along the coast we come. Yeah, hopefully when we get Train Sim World 5, they add a lot more features in, a bit more layering. I hope we get some more ability to do timetable runs. You know, I'd like to see us be able to swap trains. Loads of them parked up there, look. In the depot. Don't forget, coming soon to Train Sim World 4, we've got the new overground line in London. I reckon we're going to see that in the next 4 weeks. I'll obviously bring it to you as early as I can. And soon after that, it'll be the 5 Circle line. Looking forward to that one. And if you're after any DLCs for Train Sim World 4, wait a couple of weeks. That's all I'm saying. It probably is just you, Ethan. Right, into Penzance. Single yellow, platform 1. Yeah, we went on that line a couple of months ago when me and Ethan did a day in London, and it's only about a 50-minute long route. I think the interesting end is obviously Barking Riverside, because that's a really nice station. But it's going to be something different. A bit of London Overground action, don't mind that. But of the two, it's the 5 Circle line I'm really looking forward to. And here we are, Penzance. And the platform we came in on. Oh, it's applied the bloody brake now, isn't it? God's sake, really? Going on platform 2, did we? No, because there was 2 trains parked to the left of us. Oh no, it's our train and then the HST. No, you are right. There we go. Now can we move? There we are. Yeah, we're doing Bristol next Saturday, doing the Wessex Day Ranger, which is brilliant value. Allows you to travel from Swindon all the way around Bristol, down through Westbury, Pewsey, even down as far as Weymouth. So that's why I'm not here next Saturday. And then at Easter, doing the West Midlands one. So all around Birmingham, including the little tiny shuttle thing. which I'm definitely looking forward to. Oh yeah, I think if I said to Ethan we'll be on the 5 a.m. train next Saturday, we won't be home till midnight, he'd be quite happy with that. He'd be awake at 4, excited like a little Easter bunny. Woof woof, but bunnies don't go woof woof. I don't know if you ever heard a bunny, but they don't bark generally. Or squeak. Morning. You've caught us just as we're ending. After a 2-hour trip from Plymouth to Penzance. What noise do bunnies make? It's sort of a... They don't really make a lot of noise. They're not known for... What's up, duck? Bad luck. You did not complete the scenario successfully. Really? I think I did. What do you mean scenario incomplete? That sounds like Skippy. Timmy's fallen down the well. Oh, that was a noise. Picked up passengers at 12 out of 15 platforms. No. I stopped at all the stations. Stupid game. I've probably got some lines in this that I've never done either. I've got some new ones I've never actually done. So maybe we'll have to come back and do some more Train Sim Classic at some point. There we go then. We will end there. Why is that background noise quite quiet? There we go. More trains back on... he says that's quiet. It's not. More trains back on Tuesday night with some Train Sim World 4 doing the East Coast Mainline. Next stream is in about 4 hours' time. Back doing some multiplayer Wreckfest. Tomorrow lunchtime we got some multiplayer farming on Farm Sim. Tuesday then will be Train Sim World 4. Wednesday is Roblox, doing the roller coaster thing in that. Thursday night will be farming. Next Friday night is some Forza Horizon 5. Not here next Saturday because out and about on trains. But then we're here on the Sunday evening for more farming and then more stuff the week after. So there we go. So thanks to you lot in chat for keeping me company for the last 2 and a bit hours. That was certainly a chilled one. And did people do things? Yes, they did. And to these people as well. So thanks to G-Spur and 5 Second Solver for following, and the moderation team for doing, well, nothing, really. I think one of them watched for a little bit. Larwood probably did for about the first 5 minutes and then got bored. So, you know, cheers. Thanks. Appreciate support. There we go. I'll be back with some of those idiots in about 4 hours to do some Wreckfest. Until then, if you have been... Thanks very much for watching.